Hey, what's up, cool cats? Mr. CoolEck here. Hey, so this week we're going to be learning about a very cool art style called pop art. And because it's so cool, Mr. Eck asked if I would introduce it. So here I am. Alright, so pop art is awesome, bro. So the deal with pop art is it was from the 1950s, which is about 70 years ago. And in the 1950s, artists like Andy Warhol and Roy Lichtenstein, they were like, hey man, why does art gotta be so fancy pants? Why can't art represent stuff from everyday life? And so that's what they did. They took stuff from everyday life, boring stuff like sponges and soup and pictures of celebrities, and they would turn that into artwork. It was something that nobody's ever done before. It was awesome. It drove the world crazy, and it was very popular. And for us, it's a lot of fun because this is something we're pretty used to, is seeing things like celebrities and comic books in artwork. But back then, that was really new and special and different, and it drove some artists crazy because they didn't think it was very artsy. But tell you what, it's awesome. So today, we're going to be working on our own pop art artwork. So I'm going to let Mr. Eck take over because I was just introducing it. You guys be cool and enjoy learning all about pop art. All right, that was nice of Mr. Eck to stop in and introduce us to pop art. So, for my part, I'm going to be showing you what we are doing, what our project is going to be for pop art. So, one thing you need to know about pop art is a lot of times pop art would use patterns to be an important part of the artwork. And a pattern is something that repeats. So let's look at an artwork by Andy Warhol that used patterns. So this is a painting of actress Marilyn Monroe, who was a huge star back in the 50s. And this was painted by Andy Warhol. And all he did is he drew her picture 9 times, and then he just switched out the color with every square. And that made it a visually fun to look at piece of art. On this one, the pattern is in the background, and you got a big Oreo right up front. I don't think Andy Warhol did this one, I just found this one online, but again, there's definitely a pattern in the background. And then, maybe one of Warhol's most famous paintings is the tomato soup painting, and again, he drew that same can of soup 8 times, and on every section of the artwork, he just changed out the colors. So we're going to be doing something like that today. Alright, so for our project, I've created a 6-part grid, and I'm going to draw the same picture 6 times, and then when I color it, I'm just going to switch out the colors. Like, I'm going to draw a character. You could draw a character you like, you could draw a hamburger, you could draw an ice cream cone, you could draw a donut. Really anything like that works great. And then whatever you do, you're going to change out the colors on every different section. So check out how I do this right now.
And here is my finished pop art. I think it turned out super cool. Notice the patterns, notice the colors, notice the fun. So I hope you guys have a good time creating your pop art. And I'll see you next time in the art room.